Twitter has decided that they are now going to ban basic science. And this has led me to basically say over and over on Twitter yesterday and today, men are men, women are women, come at me, bro. And if Twitter wants to ban me for saying that men are men and women are women, and that biological sex is a thing, and that the term gender is a made-up term by social justice warriors that has no actual social science data to back it, right? If by gender you mean. So all of transgenderism, all of the transgender civil rights movement is based on deliberate misclassifications of various terms. Okay, so if we're talking about biological sex, there's no question that human beings are sexually dimorphic. There are men and there are women. And when people say, well, there are a bunch of sexes in between, no, you're now talking about intersex disorders. Okay, those are actual disorders. But that's like saying that because a pencil that came off the assembly line was mistakenly created without an eraser, that pencils generally do not have erasers. Or if a pencil came off the line, it didn't have lead, that pencils don't have lead. The definition of a pencil is that it doesn't have lead. There's no such thing as a pencil, right? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Words have meanings. Terms have meanings. Biological sex has a meaning. And to pretend otherwise is to deny science. It's so funny to hear all these people who love to talk about climate change pretend there's no such thing as a man and no such thing as a woman. And so there's biological sex. Then there's a term called gender. And this is where the left has decided that gender is basically along the spectrum of maleness and femaleness. Right? That however, there's a bunch of genders, an infinite variety of genders, in fact. The amount that you are male or the amount that you are female and carry certain characteristics. And we are all different these ways, right? Because there are some men who are more manly men and they love man crates, right? And then there are some men who are more girly men, right? And they love all the sponsors over at Pod Save America, right? There are lots of different kinds of men, right? Male, more masculine, more feminine. But the term gender has no specified number of genders that exist, right? It's basically just every individual has their own gender, which means that it's a meaningless term. If you just want to say every individual on planet Earth is a mix of characteristics, sure, agree. But if your claim is that now we have to make up a pronoun for every one of you, the pronoun is called your name. We don't actually have to do that. I'm not going to make up a pronoun, zhi, zhig, blag, flug. I'm not going to do any of that. Now, I'm going to use biological terms because biological terms are the terms that we have historically used when we are talking about humans. And using intersex to replace transgender is a complete misnomer. It's not the same thing at all. Transgender folks are claiming they can be fully genetically male and also female at the same time. Fail. This is biologically not true.